Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramah First Nations people. An absolute pleasure to have you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies with us today. I'm having a little bit of a wander around World of Trump this morning, so feel free to stay out of the energies. Let me have a go, but if there's anything you want answered or any comments you've got, either pop them below or if you feel you can't, send me an email. So that would be absolutely fabulous. Okay, what I'm going to have a look at in this particular reading is the January 6th summary. Now, the January 6th committee, I know they've only just had 5 hours worth of blather from Carrie-Anne, what's her name? Kellyanne Conway, sorry. In Australia we've got a Kerry-Anne Kennelly, who is the most wonderful person, and I was getting my tongue tied over that. But so Kellyanne Conway, 5 hours of blather. Now I must admit, 5 hours of yappering away is simply a fabulous lunch I have with my girlfriends. But the feeling I got on hearing that news and that what Kellyanne had been through is I felt really strongly that she actually feels ashamed of what she has been part of. Good. However, so I don't think there's going to be anything televised between now and Christmas, but they're wanting to put out a summary, and I think she was filling in a few gaps on that summary. I would have liked to have a look at the New York fraud case trial, but that's now been set down for October 2023, which is great timing for any 2024 run-up, but it's just too far away in the future. And what I really feel about that is Trump's mental health is just going to be absolute, it's going to be terrible dementia, I believe, by 2024. So I don't think his mental health is going to be particularly good for this October 2023. Anyhow, I want to have a look at what the January 6th summary is going to bring out, and then it's an unleash of the Jack Smith. I'm looking forward to that, and I think he is actually going to make moves potentially before Christmas, but we'll have a look at that. So tell me about the January the 6th summary. Just first, okay, being told to go pendulum first, just to get a few questions answered, and then we'll go to the cards. So come on down a little bit. Oops, up a bit. Sorry about that. Okay. Morning, guys. Morning. Is the January 6th summary going to come out before my summer, the US winter solstice? Is the January 6th summary going to come out before the US winter solstice? A little. Okay. Is it going to come out in full before the US winter solstice? Yes. Yes. Will some of it be held back? Will some of it be held back? They're only being very small here. Yes. Are the bits that are going to be held back? The bits that are going to be are they due to the DOJ Jack Smith operation? And that's a yes. Will they be released after the Jack Smith DOJ operation? Yes. Only very small. I think it's small because there is going to be some held back, there's going to be some released, so there's no full on for either. Okay, let's have a look. Tell me about this January 6th summary. I don't think we're going to learn anything new. What's this January 6th summary? So what's happened is they've got to excuse me, the hay fever's been going this morning, and it's muggy. Yes, we have air conditioner, but we save it for when it gets to around, mid to high 30s, around the 90 to 100 for those still on the old Fahrenheit system. Okay, so I don't think we're going to learn anything new, but just tell me this: the summary has to come out for the DOJ to then make the next step, because the committee will be making the recommendations. Let's have a look. What's this summary? The summary is going to come out in part before the winter solstice for the Northern Hemisphere, southern solstice for myself, summer. What's going to come out of this January 6th summary? Queen of Cups. She's got something in her cup that has not yet been revealed, but it is delivered in a calm, diplomatic, emotionally stable way. So there is going to be some stuff come out. Okay, right, thank you guys. I've got it. There's going to be some information come out that we are not yet aware of. But it's going to come out peacefully. Okay, thank you. Wheel of Fortune. This is a karmic moment. This is a moment of destiny for the United States, and the wheel is going to turn. It's going to be closing of some old cycles and opening of new cycles, but there is going to be a reckoning coming out of this. Thank you. At the base, 6 of Pentacles, the giving and receiving of help. I'm really drawn to that dude down the front in that this will be helpful for the majority, but there will be some that miss out in regards to this, and that's the foundation. There will be some that find themselves shunned on the outer. Okay, past in regards to this, the Queen of Pentacles, domestic security, a second queen in this reading. Powerful, but this was all about the domestic security. Oh dear. Okay, 5 of Wands. There are going to be some that are finding themselves burnt at the stake. That was the instant reaction. Again, like any card, has lots of meanings. This can mean infighting, obstacles, blah blah blah. But what I'm getting on this one instantly popped in my head as I turned it over is there are some that are going to find themselves burnt at the stake in regards to this. Mentioning no names. Immediate future. It is going to be a victory for the committee. Now you've got to remember, most of those that have actually, I think, I cannot remember anyone that was Democrat affiliated going in for questioning and also being questioned on television. They were all Republican Party members, supporters, aides, etc. So this releasing of this is going to be a victory. Externally, the Hanged Man, things are going to be seen from a different point of view, very much seen from a different point of view. Internally, heartbreak, despair, loss. Now, I was watching someone the other day, I can't remember who it was, that was feeling that, was it Merrick Garland? No, they were talking about the January 6th committee. Might have been Denise from Spiritual Growth. Was talking about the January 6th committee, and she also drew some heartbreak cards, and I don't think it's heartbreak so much for it's not heartbreak for the January 6th committee themselves. It's heartbreak. They feel heartbreaking that this is what has happened to the country that they love, that this is how low things have gotten. and how close it came to being beheaded, the country of the United States. It was stabbed in the back. It's found its truths absolutely shafted through it, and it was so close to having its head taken off. Oh dear. This is how the January 6th committee feel internally, and this is what the summary is going to also show, is how close it all was. However, hopes and fears, a new start based in truth and honesty and wisdom and science and intellect. The outcome, this is planting of the new seeds. Ten of Wands often seen as the burden card in other decks, but in this particular deck it is planting of something that is going to be magnificent when the next cycle comes around. So tens are the ends of a cycle, and these are planting the seeds of something that's going to be absolutely magnificent. Strength, love it. So the outcome of releasing the summary is going to be strength. Okay, 5 of Cups. Yeah. Oh, okay, thank you. Well, this is loss. This is usually sort of the 3 cups tipped over and 2 remaining, and the bridge and the castle and the distance and so on. But this is going to show the crass indolence and oh, okay, thank you. They've just shown me that this is going to be some members of government. I'm not going to say which party or which level of government, because it's going to be all sorts everywhere, but there will be a majority with a certain party. Their absolute crass and indolent disregard for the lives of people. This is what it's going to show. How they were quite happy to tip over and sacrifice almost out of this corrupt boredom. I'm thinking this goes deeper. This goes deeper. This is also about lobbying, mismanagement of state funds, just, you can't be the representative of one of the poorest states in the country and be making multi-millions every year out of lobby funds but doing nothing for the people of your state. That's what I'm getting from that card. However, circles of support working together. The 2 houses of government and the DOJ. Abundance coming forth. A lot of work going. So this is the only negative in here, and this is what it's going to bring up. There's going to be a lot of work going on to rebuild this solid foundation. There is going to be a tower. It is going to be. Now, I'm not talking about just the January the 6th. I'm talking about all that's coming out of the January the 6th. It's going to be this tower moment, which goes back to this card as well. It is about the breaking down of the old structures, the way that things have always been done, which they haven't always been done. So something better and stronger and more powerful not powerful, powerful's not the right word, more encompassing can be rebuilt. So something better can be rebuilt. And here we have the Knight of Cups coming forward with an offer. A shift from masculine dominance to equal energies, going back to simpler times, but it's also all about community. At the base, here we have the whistleblower in regards to this devil energy that's going on in government, and there are things in this report that we have not seen yet. Strong, powerful things that have not been revealed and may not be revealed. This I think is the bit where it was going to the DOJ, not yet revealed until they've taken action. But there are things that have not been exposed as of yet in regards to this. This is also an increasing in spirituality, but it's more about whistleblower, about the devil energy in government that has not yet been revealed, about the moral corruption that is going to find itself. This is my Merrick Garland as the King of Swords. it's going to find itself under investigation. Okay, that's what the January the 6th summary is going to bring out. I might have a quick look. We're at 15 minutes. Have a quick look about DOJ action. So I'm seeing that some of it's going to come out prior to the winter solstice in the US, but some of it is not going to be exposed until after. Jack Smith and the DOJ they don't want, okay, thank you. Just been told they don't want to give a heads up. They don't want to give a warning. They don't want to foreshadow what's coming next because they don't want documents destroyed. They don't want anyone to flee the country. You know, that sort of energy is what they told me. But boys told me was they just don't want to give warning. I mean, surely those that were in on it know, but anyhow, let's have a look. How are the DOJ going to go with this? What action are the DOJ and Jack Smith? Tell me about Jack Smith and the DOJ after this summary comes out. Let's have a look. Oh, right. How's that for a signifier? There are some people that are going to find themselves confined by the truth at the sword point, literally at the sword point, at the legal sword point, not the physical sword point, although some probably deserve to be at the physical sword point. But yeah, there's some that are going to find themselves confined. Now, I have read in the past that there are certain members of House and Senate in the US, so the lower house and the upper house, that are going to find themselves out in the streets, basically. Well, not worse than out in the streets. They're going to lose their positions in the House, going to go at those areas again. We call them a by-election. I'm not sure quite what you call them in the US. When you then have another election, there's not going to be somebody that just steps in. It is actually going to be other elections for those seats. It's not going to happen immediately. It's going to happen, I see it's going to happen fairly quickly, but the changes won't be through till March, April. It's not going to be the summer solstice in the US. It's not going to be that long, but yeah, there are some that are going to be removed from government, shall I put it that way. Okay, so we're talking about the DOJ and Jack Smith, what they're going to do with this after this January 6th summary. Here is the Wheel of Fortune again. Shuffled and shuffled. Exactly the same place. These are totally interlinked, and it is about destiny, karma coming back and biting you on the bum, but also things changing. This is about karma coming back and biting them on the bum. Let's just be frank about it. Foundation of the reading, Russia. Ooh, Russia. Also the birth of something new. There's something new going to come out, but the Empress is very strongly my Russia card. So either it's something new coming out or it's links to Russia. In the past, okay, now I did say what are the DOJ and Jack Smith going to do. What have I got here? 3 major arcana so far. So this is a take note reading. I just said what are they going to do after the January 6th summary comes out. This is the January 6th summary coming out, but not all of it being released. So there are still things in the summary that are hidden, that have not yet been exposed. They have been passed to the DOJ. So the DOJ are taking these, whatever, that they're taking that bison in the background and moving with it. Yeah, wow. Okay, crowning this reading. out in the cold, loss, moral corruption. Yeah, this is crowning this reading. This is what they're going to do with it. They're going to bring down the morally corrupt. Slow, steady, diligent progress forward. As I said, it's not going to happen overnight, but it is going to happen. But solid and dependable. Movement forward in regards to this in the immediate future. So I think they've got all their ducks lined up. There might be some interesting things come out before Christmas, but I think it's more going to be, I really think things are going to come out before the swearing in. What's that, 6th of January? But it's not actually going to take effect and remove them until March, April. But yeah, slow, diligent, dependable, solid movement forward. Externally, King of Pentacles. That's the one that's behind most. Well, it's not the one that's behind. He's just exposed it. But externally, the King of Pentacles. Unhappy, Jan. Okay, internally, what are the DOJ and Jack Smith going to do? Independence, everything at their disposal. But their independence, they're just biding their time at the moment. They have everything lined up, all those swords, all those shields, all those javelins, sitting on the bear of strength. So, hope it wasn't the same bear, because I do like that bear in the strength card, but sitting on the bear of strength, but everything is lined up and ready to go. They're just waiting for that summary to come out. Drawn to the shield in the foreground, the same shield that the knight here is wearing, which is the same shield that this King of Pentacles has. Is this Trump? I'm just going to ask. Hang on, I'll put the cards down for a moment. And I'm just going to ask. I talked as if this was Trump because this is the external. But is this Trump? Is this Trump? No. Is this the strength in domestic, about security? Yes, it is. Okay. So these three shields are interlinked. Externally, it is about a show of strength, protecting the democracy of the United States. Okay. Hopes and fears, the world. A, the world is watching, but B, it is an ending. And when I see this card, I'm always drawn to Raiders of the Lost Ark and the cave when they all start melting. That's the feel I get from this card. It is an ending. Ending card, melting away. This is not the DOJ. These are those that are going to be investigated. The outcome. Okay, taking the truth. Now this is usually lies and deceit, etc. Stealing from the armory. But what I'm getting from this card today is that they've packed the truth up under their arm and they're setting fire to the village behind them. Okay. Ah, thank you. I was just told they're going to take down whoever is necessary. Interesting way of putting it. I think they're just going to go after whoever is necessary for this truth to be forwarded. Page of Cups, something unexpected is going to come out of left field. Something completely unexpected. King of Swords, here's my Merrick Garland card. A plan being made. The Moon, this is literally a fight between good and evil over the fragility of democracy. Manifesting possibilities. Ten of Swords, complete and utter downfall of those that were deluded, and they will be under investigation as attempting to cut off the head of the United States. And then we go back to this returning to simpler times. Yeah. So that's what the January 6th summary is going to bring out. Okay, plenty long enough on that. Have a brilliant day. Take care, and I shall catch you later.